Hello and welcome to your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 27th of April 2015. The moon today is in the nakshatra of Magha. What is Magha all about? Well, it's a good way to understand Magha is to understand the symbolism that's attached to it. Magha is symbolized by a palanquin. Now, you might be asking what that is. Some of you may know what that is, but if you have ever seen footage of kings carried through villages on the back of either servants or on the back of an elephant, then that little enclosement that holds the king, that's a palanquin, right? So it's a very regal energy. A very regal energy. In addition to it, though, a good way to understand it is imagine the recognition that you're a soul encased here in a body. And you know that one side of you is infinite, but you're here still having to experience consciousness inside of a body. Well, you kind of feel a little bit miffed about that, and you'd want to try to reclaim your inherent divinity. But the thing is there's no actual reclamation that's necessary. It's already there. So sometimes there's a little bit of pride that's associated with Magha too. Let's go a little bit deeper with how the energy is affecting one today. First of all, it's Shukla Navami, which is the 9th day of the bright half of the moon, and the solar lunar yoga today is Vriddhi. Now, Shukla Navami can bring a very fierce energy to the day, and Magha itself already has a very fierce energy that's associated with it. Vriddhi yoga is about increasing energy. Ultimately, the energy of the day is one where there is a knowing inside of one's heart upon having reflected upon the past of a particular set of circumstances. And there's a certain amount of passion or love for a desired outcome, or even for a desired individual, or even a desired outcome for a desired individual because you care about them so much. Either way, there's passion involved in the energy of the day, and there is love and devotion and a sense of loyalty, either to a cause or a specific person. But there's a certain amount of adjustment and adaptation to a set of circumstances, which is going to need to transpire before things can work out in your favor or in somebody else's favor. And today brings about that purification, getting to the truth of a situation, which is going to happen through being able to see both sides of a situation and coming to a space of neutrality. It's once been said by a great sage that we have three minds: the positive mind, the negative mind, and the neutral mind. While the positive mind will see the advantages in any situation, whereas the negative mind will see the disadvantages to any situation. And any good decision always needs to be made from the space of the neutral mind, which is able to take the input of the positive mind and the input of the negative mind and make a decision that's based from a space of being in the heart, being in stillness. That's the area from which all decisions should be made. Magha, another association with Magha is leaving the body. So a difficult situation that you might be facing, but there's a way to transcend the pain. And ultimately, there's a way to transcend the situation and basically let go of a past in relation to a particular set of events or circumstances that was difficult and move on from that towards something that is ultimately more enlightening. As the energy of the day relates to the moon, because we're in the moon's vada, or the moon's day, so to speak, well, it's about adaptation. Reflecting the energy of your soul, because that's the purpose of the moon. The moon reflects and it also grows consciousness. So allowing yourself to sit with a set of circumstances, you're likely going to feel passion. You're likely going to feel like taking some rather strong action towards a desired outcome. But before you do so, you need to sit with the information and you need to come to a space that is centered. The good thing about it is you'll be able to make this decision with strength, because that's also the energy of Magha. So going forward in strength, but please go forward wisely and choose your actions wisely. This is just a general assessment of the moon's energy for the day. And as with any astrological forecast, it can only be very general unless I'm looking in particular at your birth chart, because your birth chart is going to show where all the planets were at your time of birth, and where all the planets are in relation to that is shown through the transits, plus various other factors that we use in Vedic astrology. And if you would like to have some information on a particular situation that you're going through, or just have general questions, well, I offer a vast range of astrological services available through my website. There's a link to my astrological services page on this video. If you can't see that, it means you've likely closed it down. But there's also a link further down on the page in the description area. I offer person-to-person consultations, which are interactive consultations using the same tool I'm using right now. There are also personalized video reports, which are recorded as a monologue, also using this same tool, and written reports, all available through the astrological services page on my website. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube page yet, please consider doing so that you can receive regular updates every time a new video is released. That's going to do it for your Vedic Lunar Scope for today. Until next time, my friends, please take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.